Hello everyone, welcome to Loading Screen.
Alright.
This one, it's not going to be so much about any gaming or anything. We're just going to be talking about various things like for where we're going with the channel and stuff. But we are going to have some gameplay on over the in the background, and Matt will talk about it every now and again. So we've got a few topics that we're going to talk about. First one is how often we're going to upload videos.
Yep. Well, recently we've been kind of uploading them willy-nilly, so to speak.
Yeah, it's kind of been like, we were thinking like 2 a day, but every now and again it's been like 3, and then sometimes like today, well, not today, but when we're recording this right now, there's been 0. And obviously with me working and you know, whatever happens, we can't really say exactly, but what do you think we should aim for? Do you think, Matt?
Well, it depends on what we're putting out, because we've been kind of doing like random let's plays and just sparking one up now and again, you know. So we kind of need to schedule when each like series gets released or whatever, and then fill the gaps, or you know, not go over what we can do.
So you're thinking like maybe like one day we could release 2, say, Portal videos, and then the next day 2 Trine, or what do you think?
No, I think we should mix it up, like, so we don't have 2 of the same series going out on one day.
Alright.
Because that'd be like, okay, I don't like this game, ignore Tuesday.
Yeah, pretty much. I know what you mean, because if someone isn't particularly interested in one of our videos, it means that for them that day is then, like you say, it's basically obsolete.
Yeah.
One thing we did discuss was more like sort of maybe every now and again have one of our videos for the 2. Sorry, we're just looking at the footage where it might just run into a wall.
The footage seems a little laggy, but at this point it doesn't seem to be actual lag, it's just video lag.
It might be alright when we've actually compressed and everything.
Alright.
But
I charged into a wall there. That well, it wasn't my fault. The wall wasn't there when I charged. It popped up. We should probably talk a bit about the gameplay.
Yeah, we'll just sort of finish this topic up.
Right, fair enough, yeah.
So we're thinking as well, perhaps some sort of like different video. Like at the moment, well, I suppose this is one of our different videos, like just sort of talking.
Yeah.
And then one of the things we're working on at the moment is we were playing we're in Vent with a few of our friends, just doing trivia cards. We're thinking of like doing that as a commentary over like footage like this, for example. So along with our let's plays, we're thinking maybe once every 2 or 3 days one of the videos might be somewhat random.
Yeah.
You think that sounds alright?
Yeah, it's good, because a channel purely of let's plays,
it's pretty boring, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, not that the let's plays are boring.
No, of course not. Okay. Anyway, before we carry on, we'll just talk a little bit about this game. I don't really know anything about it, so this is basically all to Matt.
Okay. Well, it's Dawn of War 2 Retribution, and it has a multiplayer mode called The Last Stand, which effectively is a horde mode. So 3 players, which is kind of an odd number, go up against wave after wave of enemies. The preset waves, they're not randomised or anything like that.
Is it the same on every map?
There's 2 maps. I'm not sure if one of them is DLC, but I've got it anyway. And yeah, you go up against wave after wave of enemies, and in this game I'm playing with one of the guys is level 1. I was quite impressed that we got so far, actually. It does come with the game. You don't have to get DLC to play this mode, but there is also a separate version, a standalone version just of this game mode.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And that's cheap. Sounds like it might be cheap.
Yeah, I think it was in the sale before. I think it was something like £2.50 something.
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah, it is fun, and there's a load of characters you can play. I mean, generic, basically, like these guys are playing Imperial Guard Lord Generals. I'm playing whatever the Hive Tyrant. That's it. And there are 2 characters, I think, that are DLC, and that's it, really.
Alright. Well, it does look pretty fun. Like I've seen you playing it a couple of times.
Oh, there's a level up system. That's what I wanted to say. There's a level up system. Which
how could you forget?
You unlock gear and stuff, so it's not like, this is the game.
Not just purely playing this. Yeah. So there is some sort of goal, I suppose.
Yeah.
What's the max level? Is there a max level?
It's 20.
Alright. Okay. Alright. So
I just charged into a turret. Brilliant.
What are these things, by the way? The blue
capture
things?
points. They they add multipliers to the total score. The total score doesn't determine XP, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it's just leaderboards crap.
Oh, right, fair enough.
And I can't stand not having them like
Captured.
Yeah.
I've noticed whenever the enemy catch them back, like your main objective is always to get them back. All right then, let's carry on and see what else we've got to talk about. I suppose finishing Let's Plays really is one of the things at the moment, because as everyone's probably noticed, we've got a few series going on at the moment. Like we've got Portal. We started with Diablo, but I think we might have just basically that's on hold for a while, because in terms of who we've got watching it at the moment, it's not really what people are interested in.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, in the wider audience, it might be more popular, but we cannot, because we've only got a few subscribers at the moment. We're sort of trying to make content that's like funny and people.
And that game's kind of a drag for us at the moment,
because we've
played so much of it.
Exactly. I mean, we mentioned like perhaps on the channel going back to older games, and in fact, this one came up as one that we'd like to play maybe in like a year's time and do like a really good series on it when it's died down a bit. But at the moment, it's just us playing through the same thing we've been playing for the last couple of months. So in terms of finishing the Let's Plays, like Diablo, for example, is probably going to be a really slow one. Portal 2 is probably going to be one of our main ones.
Yeah, because that's fun. That's just fun to do.
Exactly. And trying to... It seems to be one that a couple of people that have been watching have really liked it, and it's really colourful, and we've never played through it before, so
it's good gameplay.
Yeah,
it's fun to play, but I have a feeling that game's going to be quite long.
So we'll put one of those out every now and again once we've sorted out a sort of schedule, and then we'll see what happens. Just laughing at the game again. It's just that one guy you're on about who just sort of stood there the whole time.
Oh,
is he the level 1?
He's the level 1. He had like no abilities. Like he had hot shot, which is just snipe one guy.
Cute.
Yeah. He did well. We'll give him that.
All right. Okay. You can introduce one.
Where were we up to?
There we go.
Eventually, we've been looking at we talked about doing fun videos. Well, we're looking at expanding into other areas, maybe reviews of games. So we're hoping to in the future get games as they come out, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, well, because nothing's come out since we started the channel. It's that kind of like time of year where bloody nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And
hey, you think right in the dead of summer they'd at least give us something to do.
It's like Borderlands gets it right. Well, the last time they got it right and this time they got it right. They released it at the end of summer, just before the whole Call of Duty rush.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh my god, a new game. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, for example, like, if nothing else, I've been thinking of picking it up just because, like you say, we've had nothing to play for so long. And if it's co-op as well, it should be good for the channel.
I can vouch for Borderlands. It is fun when you play it multiplayer. It is very fun.
And I can imagine it only gets better in number 2.
Yeah.
So.
It's much like an FPS version of Diablo in that it's effectively an open world dungeon crawler. There's loot everywhere.
Yeah, it's all about the loot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about bazillions, as they say, of guns. But anyway, we've been thinking of doing reviews of new games that we've got.
Yeah.
But we don't have a format or anything like that. It's a future idea.
Yeah. Well, like it says, it's a future idea. It's something like we've seen. Like, I suppose one of the reasons we even started getting into this is because we've always been like interested in watching reviews and that. But there's a lot of people who do reviews terribly, and there's a lot who do it great, and we don't want to fall into the former category. So this is something that it could be like way down the line, like when we've got hopefully a lot more subscribers. But it's just something we've got sort of. I suppose it's something we've considered anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe when we get a bit bigger and we can be getting all the newer games and everything, we can sort of come up with something, and then get some reviews going. Oh no!
Capture point.
You have to go and get that.
Yeah. I, if you watch now, I actually
just go straight for it.
I'm mad. Come here, little bastards.
Another thing is that we've been talking about is in our latest video from this point when we're recording this. It's our DayZ Part 2. It's we sort of went a different sort of path with it, I suppose. Usually we just do the straight Let's Plays where we start recording, play it, and then nice, and then stop recording like 10 minutes, or usually like 12-13 minutes later. But that time it's actually a bit of a shorter video, but it was just sort of me starting recording when I thought something funny was happening or anything like that. So I suppose the better we both get at editing, we can sort of have like almost like compilations of just the entertaining parts. So hopefully either the videos will get a little bit shorter, or if they're
He just nodded to you. I should take this moment probably to apologise for the gameplay at the moment. Basically, Shrike, as you can see, is now being shamed on screen.
Oh, it's just a lagging
for
guy.
lagging for a bit, but the way the game works, it compensates and everybody slows down. it's
Well, at least we know who to blame. It's not you.
it's Shrike. There you go.
So the sort of edited cut content, like where it's cutting from clip to clip, that's something we're going to work on as well. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get a bit better at that, because at the moment, I'm really not very good with editing.
You're doing okay.
Dude, the peak of my editing is putting loading screen.gif at the start of the video. Just a quick thing, by the way. One of our friends called Lewis, he gifted me Railworks 3 today, and after that Microsoft Flight video,
It's the bit where I boss.
he bosses here.
I boss here.
He's-
Them generals dying. Yeah. So carry on.
Sorry. The Microsoft Flight video seemed to do pretty. Everyone thought it was quite funny. So we're thinking of doing a one-off. Well, we are going to do a one-off of Railworks 3. So, I don't know what to expect.
I think it could be funny.
I think
Probably on the same scale as the Microsoft Flight video.
I think it's going to be off the rails. I could not resist that joke. Do you want to introduce this one, Anne?
Yeah, you can do.
Just sort of see people's opinions.
Yeah. Another thing we've been thinking of doing, maybe not instantly, but in the future, is talkie videos. So bits where we don't really talk much about the gameplay. Obviously, we'll be doing gameplay like commentaries and stuff anyway. But
Yeah.
say it's games we've already played, but like they've got replayability and stuff like that. And just saving the team. We'll talk over them about various topics, maybe topics that, if people actually start commenting, the people that have suggested in the comments.
That's a good idea, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Or maybe just what's gone on this week.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose this is sort of the start of our sort of talkie videos. So
Could be.
I'd be interested in if people could just like give us a clue of, like, if this is the kind of video that I mean, obviously you wouldn't want a channel purely of this, but I suppose from time to time it's good to know what's going on. So
Well, it could almost be like podcast-like videos where we get perhaps guests in.
that'd be cool. I know Gerard's been really wanting. One of our subscribers, Gerard, one of our mates in real life.
Subscribers. That's your label, Gerard.
He's not our friend anymore. He's been demoted to subscriber. Sorry, I've been promoted. It's such a prestigious thing to be a subscriber. No, he's been on about like wanting to do some videos with us, and we've been trying to do some of the guest videos, but I think in terms of discussions and talking, it's going to be a bit of a different layout than just the guest ones we've been doing so far. Another thing on the list is I don't really know. I can't really make any promises about when this will be, or even if it will be possible.
Sorry.
But we'd like to at some point like sort of do collabs with people. If it might
Maybe that could link in with the whole like podcast theme thing.
Sort of like sit there and have a chat while playing a few games with people.
But also, also maybe DayZ, maybe, and
collabs,
yeah, and Borderlands 2 when it comes out. It'd be great to do a let's play with another channel, or even another 2 channels, because that's 4-player co-op. There are 4 characters. It could potentially be really fun.
Yeah, I think especially for the solo commentators, if there's me and you and then them and then maybe even another person, the 4 of us, it could be like really funny. Especially with like a new game like Borderlands. So
yeah,
that's definitely an idea.
Another thing we didn't really mention on there was streaming.
Streaming, that's a
We
good
could
point,
potentially
actually.
get into streaming in the future. Although, obviously, having 21 subscribers watching a stream isn't great at the moment.
We might get 2 or 3 watching the stream.
Yeah.
Interestingly, we have more Facebook likes than subscribers,
Yeah.
which is kind of confusing. But
Kind of helps us more if you sub. It makes us feel better if you sub, for one.
I think though, it's going to take a while. Like, I mean, I've been a bit pessimistic about it, but
Yeah.
But I suppose these sort of things do take a while to get started, and it's nice to know that the people who are watching so far do seem to be enjoying the videos.
This is the death round.
Oh, is this
Final round.
Is this where you wiped?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, it's good timing. We're almost at the end.
Man, you got dominated.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't even close.
One of the things about this is, but until you've got high levels, I mean, one of the guys in this is level 1, but until you get to the really high levels, you don't really complete it. There's a load of waves. I'm not sure how many there are. I do a cinematic thing here with the camera just for the laugh, Steph. I'm quite proud of this. But,
just where you died and now you just look.
Yeah, I'm just watching the guys die.
That's so cinematic watching everyone else die.
But yeah, you don't. I've not really seen the really high levels because it's just really hard to get to them.
Yeah.
Okay, we should round it off, seeing as it's going to come to the the kill
we're near
screen.
the end now. I know this hasn't really been a particularly amusing video at all, but it's just some things. If anyone's interested, we just wanted to sort of let everyone know where the channel's sort of headed, at least at the moment. So we'll try and get onto things like that, but reviews are going to be a while. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Wave goodbye, Terranheads. Bye bye.
Actually, I nearly waved goodbye in real life.